beautiful people. In today's video, part 1 of new builds, starting from the ground up, but not in the classroom. And on a serious note, let's jump right to it. We are presenting this information to share our new home construction experience and to educate you on the technical aspects from the foundation to the framing. This is based on my personal and architectural experience of 20 years. In real estate, it's all about location. According to the United States Census Bureau, San Antonio is the 7th most populous city in America. San Antonio's northwest side is growing rapidly. You will find beautiful subdivisions with a certain number of home builders, 1 or 2 story home options, and cool amenities. So if you're interested in new home construction, then this video is for you. Once you decide on a particular subdivision, the builder's sales representative will show you a current map of the lots that are available, including what home model fits in what lot. Before I continue, remember that the builder can network with a licensed realtor to represent them during the real estate transaction of a program that they may be promoting. Their sales associate is working for the builder's best interest that they are representing. I advise you to work with the realtor of your choosing, who will be representing you on your behalf and looking out for your interest. We all have personal reasons why we choose a particular lot, whether it's to enjoy the sunrise in the morning, needing a specific location to get maximum plant productivity, harnessing maximum energy, or wanting to use the sun's energy to heat your home's interior spaces. No worries, there's an app for that to help you with calculating the sun's path. So, if you love hosting outdoor parties, you can avoid spending more money on providing shade when you know the sun's path on your lot, especially with our Texas heat. Yes, I know there are many other circumstances, but this is referring to the buyers who are the first ones to build in that new subdivision. If you're like me and want a greenbelt view, accurate site information is very valuable to homeowners, business companies, architects, and real estate investors. This is an important factor in the architectural design process. Your local jurisdiction having authority can provide you with the zoning information. Remember, every piece of land in your neighborhood is permitted for a particular use. Buyers, you must have this data prior to looking at a lot that backs up a quote-unquote greenbelt, because you never know what you're going to see. One day, you'll be in your backyard and over the fence in the greenbelt area, you see this orange tape. The flagging tape means, per the city requirements, do not remove this tree, Mr. or Mrs. Developer who just purchased the land behind your lot. What once you thought was a greenbelt, that piece of land is zoned for commercial use. On the left side, you have a color-coded legend to easily identify on the map the permitted use for a particular piece of land that someone may be interested in. The source of this image is from the sanantonio.gov website. You must do your due diligence when looking at a specific neighborhood. You need to know if you will be near a flood zone. But don't worry, there is an app for that too. I'm so excited to share my experience and knowledge with you. I hope you're learning at least one thing today. If you're new to this channel, I'm Douglas Bonilla, your real estate consultant here in San Antonio, with a certification in new home construction and merging my architectural experience with multiple aspects of real estate. We want you to be informed because to me, the purpose in life is to serve others. Now I'm going to talk about some general details about lot preparation. 1. You and I will be walking your lot with the builder sales rep to discuss your home placement. 2. Your lot will be leveled. And 3. Utility will be put in place for water and electricity. In every new construction, whether it's commercial or residential, there is a permitting process. This is to ensure that the structures will meet building code standards for safety and increasingly energy efficiency. Be sure to expect a few inspections conducted by your local city officials during the construction of your dream home. Now, this is the fun part, selecting the finishes all the way from the exterior material to the interior finishes. Every builder has their own policy and procedures, so keep an eye on that upgrade cost. In the meantime, you and your family will not stop thinking about all the things you will put in your dream home. Even your kids will show excitement. If you change your mind after making your design selection, it will impact production of your home and incur additional expenses. Let's take a step back and learn what happens before this particular construction activity begins. Home placement. This will depend on setbacks required by your local building codes. On the right, we have a portion of a site plan, where the front of this house is required to have a 20-foot setback from the property line, including a 10-foot utility easement for gas, electricity, telephone, and cable. You may be the lucky homeowner with a permanent gas valve in the backyard. We also see a similar setback restrictions in the back and along the sides of this property. Views. Whether it's a 1-story or a 2-story house, expect your views to be impacted. The last item on this list, foundation. The image to the right is a section detail showing the concrete foundation highlighted in red and finished grade highlighted in green with a slope. You always want rainwater to run away from any building structure. At the front of the house, you may have a slight difference in elevation heights with the finished grade and the floor elevation of the house compared to the back of the house. It varies from lot to lot depending on the topography of the land. That being said, some lots will require stairs with handrails. And don't forget that sloped driveway too. There you go again, daydreaming. So now that we understand home placement, let's move along to the technical stuff. Once the building permits have been issued, the form is set using wooden battered boards to outline the footprint of the house. In the background, you see a few PVC pipes that have been delivered. I want to show you this 3D image to understand the basic plumbing components and sanitary connections for your plumbing fixtures. The vertical PVC pipes will be sticking out above your foundation as shown in the following pictures. Here, we see the vertical PVC pipes for waste and water supply lines. The cement will be poured over the bags of base and the plumbing stub-ups. Now that the formwork is set, with all of its structural, plumbing, and electrical components in place, it's ready for cement pour. We're almost done. Rainwater needs to run away from your house. I recommend taking a bottle of water and pouring it onto the front and back porch slabs, just to make sure it has a slope. If it needs to be repaired, this is the best time to fix it, not after you move in. If you miss executing this simple step, then you end up with this after your first rainstorm. Look at that, rainwater sitting in the middle of the slab, and this is after 2 remedy attempts. Here's a question to ask on the first date. How many days does it take for concrete to cure and reach its full design strength? And more objects sticking out of your foundation. These are your structural components that are embedded in concrete, which is now ready to be anchored to the wood framing. On the left is a mud sill anchor. In the center, we have a strap tie hold down. And on the right, we have a concrete ledge, also known as a brick lug. That's where the mason will lay the first row of brick veneer or stone veneer. It has other design purposes that another professional can explain, because
ain't nobody got time for that.
We're going to see various trades make mistakes. Here is my architectural project manager soapbox. It's the lack of communication and drawing coordination between the GC and the subcontractors that a careless mistake like this is happening. Okay, enough said. Moving right along. Every construction project has to deal with delays due to Mother Nature. The materials will be delivered according to a construction schedule. So during this wonderful life experience of your new build, we need to have patience and give much respect to these amazing people who are experts in their trades. I hope this video brought value to you. Stay tuned for part 2, as we will be discussing the framing of a house and give you a tour of a model home. Alright guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
And cut and clean.
Yeah!
Press the red button.
Red button.